You know, I'd really love it if we didn't post this. In fact, it might be a good idea if we deleted it. I just don't know, Megan. I don't know if that's really on brand for you or for me. I like the idea of being relatable. I want people to like me. But I don't know if I like the part where you're hiking your skirt up and gyrating. I think that might be what they call ghetto. No, don't hit me. Please don't hit me. I just wanted to preserve your dignity, but I see I was wrong. Post it if you must. Post it if you must.
Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Cheer Denise. What did we watch yesterday? What was that video that Meghan dropped? Why did she show that to us? Why? I can't even imagine. In my wildest imagination, when I have shown the worst judgment of my life, and there have been days in which my judgment was lacking considerably, I can't even imagine letting anyone see this video if I had made it in the first place. I think that's the thing that shocks me the most about this. Number one, that they made it. Number two, that they didn't delete it immediately. And number three, that they shared it with the world. Somebody help them. As soon as they figure out brain transplants, the two of them need to be at the front of the line. Okay? Who in their crew advised them? Somebody that they have hired is out to get them. Thank God. But this is not a move made by people who are like, I want the best for you. Let me help you with your social media. Let's clean this up and just post things that are going to make people like you. No. The number of questions that rose in my mind as I watched this video. There was so much to say about Meghan that I almost didn't give Harry enough of my attention through the first couple of watchings of this video. But don't worry, we'll get there. He has shown to us that he is no longer in the land of the living. His mind has melted completely and he has now crossed over. Okay, but we'll get there. Let's just talk about Meghan. Okay. Friends, we've questioned on this channel the narrative of the moon bump, okay? Now, you guys all know that I feel strongly towards it. I'm 95% there, but the thing that holds me back is the pregnancy face and the general puffiness. I don't know how that was acquired. And I feel like she's too narcissistic to purposely gain weight for this role of being pregnant, right? So that's the thing that's held me back for so long. Because I feel like if she was going to fake to be pregnant, she'd fake to be like one of those pregnant girls who are still incredibly hot. Who, you know what I'm saying? You know those people in your life who they got pregnant and literally it just looked like they slapped a big round bowl on the front of them, but then everything, they didn't get fat, they didn't get puffy, their nose didn't look weird, they looked normal throughout the whole thing. And that's the kind of pregnant person that Meghan would have wanted to be. That's the kind of pregnant person we all want to be. No one wants to look like you gain 100 pounds. Unfortunately, I was not that kind of pregnant person, but I looked on with envy at my friends who did. And if I was going to fake pregnancy, it would not to be to gain some extra weight that I would then have to struggle to lose. So I've for the longest, I've been like, oh, maybe she really was pregnant. Maybe she just looks weird pregnant because she looks weird not pregnant, So is it so inconceivable that she could look like a weirdo as a pregnant person? Those chicken legs, they're not going away just because you got pregnant, right? The complete lack of shape, form, still in existence just because you got pregnant. Anyway, the thing about this video is it's not a video of a pregnant person, so now I don't know what to do. Now my mind is really blown, okay? Because this person dancing and gyrating, twerking and squatting and hip-hopping, I'm telling you right now, when I was pregnant with all three of my children and went into labor and delivery, yes, I was in active labor, so there was definitely no one moving like this. But even in the days preceding when I wasn't in labor, you're heaving yourself up off the couch. You're rolling off the couch to try to get up. You cannot move like this. In the last few days, even if you're the most active person, anybody who is 9 months pregnant, and she says she was a week overdue. So, that's a lot of time in the world of 40 weeks of pregnancy. To be 41 weeks pregnant, I don't care that you do yoga and you stretch a lot, okay? Everything is wrong when you are in the 41st week of a pregnancy. You're waddling, you're huge, everything feels squished, you can't breathe, you know? And I am telling you, no one's getting down like this who's pregnant. Okay, so the dance moves, the squatting, the gyrating, I mean, you know, if every pregnant person or every man in the comments who has been with a woman who was pregnant at 41 weeks, please tell me in the comments if you or your spouse was moving like this. I would like to meet that miracle. I would love to say hello to the person who was able to move like this at 41 weeks pregnant. Okay, but putting aside the fact that physically she's not moving like a pregnant person, what the hell with that belly? Okay, what is going on with the belly? This looks like a child who stuffed the couch cushions under their dress. This is lumpy. This is bumpy. This is not real. Okay? No, what is happening here? And you know, I thought to myself, okay, let me try to give the benefit of the doubt. Is this like a contraction monitor? You know, have they strapped some kind of a monitor to her to see like her contractions? Because they do that, but if she was in active labor again, she wouldn't be moving like this, okay? What are they monitoring? If the alien's coming out anytime soon, like, what are they monitoring? So I don't know. Why does it look so bumpy? And why is she in a dress? Like, if I see something on her arm and I'm like, okay, they've checked you in because you've got your bracelet on. But then also there was something on her arm as though to prepare her for her IV. Well, but then why are you still in your clothes? They haven't put you in a gown yet? Is it different in the hallowed halls of the elite? This little birthing suite doesn't look all that fancy to me. This doesn't look like anything special. This looks like the one that I was at with my first daughter, you know, and that was a new hospital. So, I mean, it was like decent, but this doesn't look like something that you paid extra for. So, like, as part of like extra, or am I supposed to believe that they'll just let you keep your own clothes on? I'm just going to tell you guys, this is like maybe one of the trashiest things I've ever seen. And I just want to say too, I'm not opposed to people having a good time with each other. You know what I mean? Like if she and Harry want to put on some silly music and dance, I mean, who am I to rain on their parade, right? I mean, y'all do you. We have dance parties over here all the time. Me, the kids, Colby. You know, we have a good time. I don't film it and put it up for public consumption. But more importantly, I'm not pregnant, about to give birth, dancing in a hospital, and trying to make you believe that this was moments before I spit out, you know, this baby of mine. She has got to be aware that people don't believe that she was pregnant. That cannot come as news to her. So for her to post a video of what truly appears to be a couch cushion under her dress, and then for her to be dropping it low and twerking and gyrating, I mean, you want to tell me right now that you want me to believe that you were pregnant? Like, you are trolling me. When you post a video like that, one of two things has happened here. Either you think you are so delusional that you think this is a really fun, cute video of you and Harry, and you are so high on your own supply that you don't see this for the cringe embarrassment that it is. To see you, a person who is constantly trying to pretend that they are super, super classy, getting down, twerking, hiking your dress up, squatting, popping a squat, your husband over there. You don't have any clue that this is kind of like anti the classy thing you keep trying to tell us all about with your little diamond pinky ring. And you know what I'm saying? Like, who do you want to be in this world? Do you want to be this classy person, or do you want to be this relatable person who's bebopping to some nasty music with your weird ass husband? Like, you can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, we don't necessarily live in a culture that's super receptive to nuance, right? So I know you want to be all the shades of you, but you haven't given us enough of yourself truly for us to receive the nuances of you. You've been so fake and fraudulent, Meghan, that we can tell you're constantly trying to create a veneer for us to accept. So for you to like, let us into the real you, like, that's a lot. Like, I need small doses. I'm sorry. If this is the real you, I'm going to need you to, feed that to me a kernel at a time. Okay. You just shove the cob down my throat. I don't know how to receive this little bit of insight into the fun you. Okay, I only know about the weird ass you on the cooking show and the one who was fake crying on Oprah. I don't know who this is, and I don't like her. Okay, so the next time you want to like bring us into your world, I'm gonna need you to do that in a less extraterrestrial way. Okay. This was frightening to me. For me, the thing that was the grossest was when she squatted down and started wiggling her ass while she pulled her dress up. I want to remind you that this is about to be a mother according to her. Okay? This is someone who is about to give life, who is about to witness the miracle of birth. And she wants to get nasty. And, you know, you and your husband want to speed up the process with some of their marital relations. You guys do that. But I don't want to be part of the foreplay. Okay? I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to see it. And that's kind of what this feels like, you guys. You know, her doing this business. Come on over, Harry. Gross. Big, fat, effing disgusting is what all of that was. And I think the thing that's weird is she keeps checking herself out on the camera of the phone, and I don't want to see her think about how hot she thinks she's being right then. So much of it was just in my eyes, it was in my brain. I felt violated by what I was witnessing because I think truly, this seemed like a very intimate moment between the two of them where, again, if they want to be silly and have fun, more power to you, babe. You do you. But I need you to do it behind a closed door and not with a camera that you are then going to assault me with later on and try to call it a tribute to your daughter. That's the other problem. See, earlier that day, she had posted a picture of herself and little Lilibet on a boat. They're looking disheveled, but it does appear to be the end of a boating day. So we all look a little cast about at the end of a boating day, all right? Then she posted as the second picture, her holding little Lilibet right after the child was born, right? This is throwback Meghan, before she'd had a bunch of work done and she still looked like a human being, okay? It was heartwarming. All right, good. Happy birthday, Lilibet. I'm going to make a post that you'll never see because you're 4, but I just need the world to know that I'm the best mom and didn't forget to post about you on social media, all right? The next set of photos are of Harry. And in the first photo, we get a picture of him looking more distraught than I think I've ever seen him. This was shocking to me. Who, I ask you, is in charge of her social media? This person wants to drag them down. The person who's in charge of their social media is on a diabolical campaign to ruin them. I look at this picture and all I could think is, wow, I hope that my husband never looks at my kids like this. And then the other thought I had was, well, but maybe he really was given a child from the surrogate, who clearly was the one who gave birth, because it was not Meghan. Meghan was not given birth that day. And he just doesn't really know how to feel about this responsibility that's going to shackle him to Meghan for, another 18 years. They have kids at all. I can't imagine that he feels very tied to either one of them because they are his death sentence when it comes to running away from Meghan. Then the second picture was him walking down this road with this child. And you guys, who is this little girl? She looks different in every picture. This child is different sizes every time I see her. That is the biggest 4-year-old I've ever seen. She's huge. Why is she the same size as her older brother in so many pictures? And why is her height change constantly? And why does the redness of their hair change constantly? That's another thing. Is it just because the mastermind behind their Photoshop should have taken a few more classes at community college? Because the pictures that they put out are so shoddy, so messed up, but regardless. Then after, she gets done posting her pictures, and then later in that day, Harry's picture, then she decides to drop a bomb on us. And again, has she lost the control? Is she off the helm of the social media game? Posting 3 times in one day about your kid's birthday is a little excessive anyway. Maybe just go party with your kid. Maybe just take a minute to post all the pictures you want to post that day and then just go be a human being with your family. I don't know. That seems reasonable. But no, she wants to met out these little gems for you, because she thinks that you're just standing by your phone all day long. And honestly, how could she get any other impression? Every time she does anything, everyone's talking about it, me included. Anyway, she mets out these little gems. Here's me. Here's Harry. Here's the both of us. And we've talked about Meghan, but let's talk about Harry. So he's over, she's over there posing, looking over her shoulder. She's getting ready to get down. And then he's the one that turns on the music. And, he's letting her kind of be the center stage because she obviously has moves that she's done before. You know, this seems to be a succession of nasty, grody moves that she's used in the past to attract a mate. And unfortunately, the primate, who is her husband, seems to be enthralled by these movements, but then also tries to do some of his own. And he comes across the camera multiple times just looking a fool. I mean, but so does she. I mean, honestly, he probably felt like what he was doing was pretty decent, because the mess that she's creating over in the corner with her fake belly and her ridiculous "I'm not really pregnant" moves, I mean, lended itself to him doing whatever he wanted. The bar was low around here as far as what looks good. But I just felt this overwhelming embarrassment for him. You are the son of Princess Diana, one of the most famous regal families in history. And you are in a hotel room with your fakely pregnant wife. And you are now in a hospital room with your fakely pregnant wife, dancing to some trash. And you call this freedom? It's just like the prodigal son. When are you going to return, man? I mean, like, I feel sad at watching his degradation. Why was there like no conversation? Like, I wonder, like, did they have a conversation? Was he like,
I'd really love it if we didn't post this. In fact, it might be a good idea if we deleted it. I just don't know, Megan. I don't know if that's really on brand for you or for me. I like the idea of being relatable, and I want people to like me, but I don't know if I like the part where you're hiking your skirt up and gyrating. I think that might be what they call ghetto. No, don't hit me. Please don't hit me. I just wanted to preserve your dignity, but I see I was wrong. Post it if you must. Post it if you must.
So I just wonder, what is he delusional too? Or is somebody trying to take them down? That's the big question I had. Does this show utter delusion, or does this show that there is a shyster in their midst who's trying to condemn them to the reality that they are the worst and everyone hates them, and maybe this person who works for them is trying to show them, people don't like you, and we'll post something that is quote unquote relatable, and we'll just see how much people hate it. Somebody is working against them. Now, they might be working against themselves and not realizing it, but somebody is not on their side. This video is all the proof I needed. Painful is what it is. I do try to do what I can to defend them when I can. I mean, obviously, I'm not like hardcore trying to defend them, but if something seems reasonable, I want to say it was reasonable. Like I've said, if they wanted to put on some dance music and dance, I find it highly odd that they would be dancing at this point in the pregnancy like this, because you're just not at that place, especially if they've already put on a monitor to monitor your contractions. And I'm trying to assume maybe that's what it is. That's why this stomach looks so freaking fake. Maybe it's lumpy and bumpy for a reason. I don't know. But again, why is she not in a hospital gown then, if that's the case? And if you're so far along that you need to have your contractions monitored, you're not dancing like this. But I want to give them the benefit of the doubt in that, like, couples can do anything they want to do. Like, if it's just the two of them, if you guys want to be goofy, like, I'm not the fun police. You guys go do what you want to do. But I just don't think that this was something to be shared with us. Even if this had been something that you had done in your own home, she wasn't wildly pregnant, and so there was none of that speculation that was clouding what we're watching. I don't want to see you guys like this. Just because this feels like I'm being invited into something that is like so kind of goofy and weird, that I just want this to be something you guys did. I do not want to be part of this. And I don't want to be part of you guys like thinking you're so cute either. Like, you can see that they think that this is so fun, that they are so fun. And that's something I've said about them since the beginning. They are so enthralled by the idea of them. They think that they're just this super relatable, fun couple. They want to be the it couple. They think they are couple goals, is what they think. And that's why they posted this, because they think that it's the cutest thing you've ever seen. They're so in love with themselves, you guys. So in love with themselves. And, honestly, I wish we could all love ourselves the way they seem to love themselves, because they ain't got no self-esteem issues over there. If they did, they wouldn't have posted this video. I mean, Meghan popping that squat. Ouch! I hope you guys recover. Okay, take a day. Go outside, take a walk, take some deep breaths. It's going to be okay. I'm sorry about the trauma that we all had to endure because of that video. I'm hoping that it won't cost you too much in therapy. But it's also terrible. But to anybody who still wants to say that she was legitimately pregnant during Lilibet's pregnancy, I mean, come to the light, brother. Come to the light. Children of God, it is time to tell the truth to yourself, okay? She was not pregnant. And that is what this video proves. Not the fact that these people are the cringiest couple you've ever met, but the fact that Lilibet was born of a surrogate. So thanks for giving us that info, Meghan. That was good. Maybe that is why you posted it, because it was her birthday and you decided to tell the truth on her birthday. So thanks for doing right by Lilibet. And for the rest of us, because we've known all along. We just didn't know if you knew that we knew. But now we know that you know, because you just told us. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you recover. I'm going to go lick my wounds. I'll see you guys later. Bye.